I was crumbling down to pieces when I realized that we could have been, should have been something. 'Cause lately you have been lingering.
Hi guys, we're back with another little fun challenge. Today's challenge was actually what inspired us to do the 3 bars in 3 hours, because originally this video was supposed to be kind of first, but this is a little bit more challenging because we're gonna do 7 cafes in 7 hours. That's a lot, and we're doing a lot of cafes not in the same area. Right now we just arrived to Brunswick, which is almost like 40 minutes away from Docklands where we are, so like 30 minutes from like central CBD Melbourne. There's a cat hunting a bird. The bird. I don't think the... Oh! Was that the cat? Oh, that was another bird. Kind of fucking weird. Wow, you're such a hunter. You're so cute.
I would love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. I think you are the one for me. You is where you ought to be. I just wanna satisfy you, but you are not mine. I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now, I will crazy. Whoa, sweet baby.
We arrived to Ona in 21 minutes. For today's challenge, we're kind of mixing it up. Instead of getting a drink each, we're gonna get 1 drink. First of all, because it's a little expensive, and second of all, this way we can all kind of taste the same drink. And we're also gonna be full if we get a drink each, and we won't really appreciate the coffee that we're drinking. This is just based on our favorites. This is just how we experienced it, how the vibes were, how the atmosphere was. It's not a professional evaluation, we're just having fun.
Versus reality.
Okay.
So it's better iced.
Yeah, and then disciple. For that, like
Instagram.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're here, our 3rd coffee place.
You guys, I'm gonna try something. This is so cute.
Wow, we're here, guys. Wow, so pretty. We're at the 4-hour and 15-minute mark, but we're gonna go get a quick lunch. We're gonna buy some kimbap because that's fast, and it's on the way to the next cafe, which is Path. But first, a little bit of food because we've had 3 coffees already and only 1 onigiri in our tummy.
It looks like Paris.
Cheers.
Right.
Our 5th cafe. I'm gonna do a little catch up right now. We're 5 hours into the challenge. Guys, this is not easy. We're so tired. I think we went from Brunswick to North Melbourne. No, we went from Docklands to Brunswick, from Brunswick to North Melbourne, now to the CBD. We've been walking almost everywhere instead of taking trams. So we're exhausted. This is fun. But I think there's like a point in the challenge where we were like, oh, this is like kind of hard. When we started this, we really thought it was going to be easy because it's like 7 hours. But it's a lot of coffee intake. I can't even imagine if we would do like a coffee each. Like, we'd be so full right now. And our little kimbap break was so good because I was so hungry. Rosso was fun. There was this little experience where you can like pull the shot and like pour the art. That was fun. Our third last place is Path, and then literally right there across the street is our second last location, which is the Fleur, and then our last cafe is Small Batch. So we're almost done. We have 2 hours and 40 minutes left of the challenge, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish up in like the next hour, because we don't really take a whole hour at the cafe and everything's walking distance, like 5 to 10 minutes away. But this is not for the weak. And technically we low-key went to like 9 cafes instead of 7, which is fun. We're also very caffeinated. ASMR. We're not done yet. Our next location is the Fleur. Let's go. It's so quiet today. Last coffee of the day. We have finally completed the challenge with 1 hour and 50 minutes left. How do we feel, guys?
I have coffee breath.
Throughout the whole challenge, we decided on choosing our 3 favorites because rating all 7 is a little much. It's more of like a personal preference instead of like my number 1 could be someone's number 7, someone's number 7 could be my number 1, you know? So I think our top 3 it's based on the vibes, it's based on the time we had, how we spent our time. Overall experience though, it was definitely interesting. We did not know how the challenge was gonna go. I think all of us kind of expected it to be much easier, but it was a little harder. But Sean's gonna start first with his top 3 ratings.
Okay. So, my top 3 is based off how I felt afterwards, right? Taking into account that the first one was obviously better than the last one because we were less tired, my number 1 pick was Disciple. They had so many variations of coffee and beans. The barista, he was great. He was nice and welcoming, very informative. So that's my number 1. Number 2, I will pick Small Batch. Actually, surprisingly, we're here right now. But if I came here in the early mornings and sit out here and have a cup of coffee, I think that would be nice. I think their coffee is good. The roasteries inside, It's chill. Number 3, I will pick the flower. Okay, because even though it was at the very end and I've been there like a million times, it's very consistent. There's no disappointment, no surprises, no disappointment. Very reliable, good desserts, good coffee. Boom, 1, 2, 3. So number 1, Disciple. Number 2, small batch. Number 3, the flower. As an experience, not purely coffee, but as an experience.
Cindy, take it away.
Okay. Number 1's probably Disciple for me too. Probably because it's like the only cafe I would actually go to despite how far it is from our place where we're living at. And then coffee was amazing. The cafe vibes are immaculate. And it's just I don't know, it's like, I think it captures like Melbourne coffee for me, like that place. So many options, quality is good, the service is good, experience is good, everything's good, so I liked it. Number 2, I would say the floor for the second one for me, just because maybe I'm a little bit biased because I've always been there, but I really like their batch brew and it's like so convenient to go there, and I think they have more like pastry options too, so I like it. Small batch is number 3 for me too. Yeah.
Honestly, it's hard because when I'm ranking them, I'm not really ranking them based on flavor. I think more of like my vibe. Don't get me wrong, I love Disciple so much and the coffee was amazing. I bought beans from them. It's what I'm comfortable with, it's what I know. But the vibe, it was nice, it was small, it was very intimate, but I can just imagine myself when it's busy there, I'm sitting down there for a coffee, I feel myself being overstimulated there because of how small it is. So Disciple for me is number 2 and number 1 for me is Wreckynstcoffee. I really liked it. The vibe, it was so white, so big, so calm. Someone who gets overstimulated super fast with like weather or sounds, that place was honestly so good. Number 3, small batch. I honestly am so surprised by this place. It's so peaceful here. Honestly, going into this challenge, I did not think I would like small batch. I thought it would just be like every other cafe, but to my surprise, I liked it. So that's my order.
Putting all of our rankings together, I think it's safe to say if we combine
Disciple is number 1.
Number 1 is Disciple.
Yeah, small batch number 2.
And the floor is number 3.
Yeah.
Honorable mention to Rosso.
Yeah.
Because they have, Rosso Coffee Experience, they let you make your own coffee. Yeah. And although we're all baristas, it wasn't like insanely special for us. You're technically getting a little mini lesson without any additional charge. Yeah.
That concludes the end of our challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was fun for you to watch, maybe a little bit informative, or kind of showed you some of the cafes that are here in Melbourne, or what some of the cafes can look like in Melbourne, because I promise you there's so many cafes to go to. And this is literally only 7.
But if you're planning to travel to Melbourne and you have 7 hours to spare, follow our order and you will be able to hit all 7 spots in 7 hours.
But then you won't make it to the airplane. So if you have like 9 hours.
Time your flight is.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that we're very caffeinated and we're ready to go home. Yeah. Bye, guys.